History.
Hello, my name is Bill Huber. I'm one of the roving reporters for History Scene, and I'm here today with Tom Van Winkle. Tom was the executive producer for the DVD, Civil War, Fredericksburg, Then and Now. More importantly, Tom is the communications director for Central Virginia Battlefields Trust. Hello, Tom.
Good to see you, Bill. I'm glad you can come out today in the wilderness on a very beautiful day. And on the point of that DVD we made, I want to thank everybody who has purchased a copy of that DVD, and also especially all our vendors in the Fredericksburg and surrounding areas for being so excited and enthusiastic about selling it. All the money that's coming from that DVD to the Central Virginia Battlefield Trust is really allowing us to do the things like we've done out here on this property today and preserve these endangered battlefields.
Tom, can you tell us a little bit about Central Virginia's Battlefields Trust's latest acquisition? I understand it's quite important.
Yeah, Bill, we do feel it's quite important. This parcel we're standing on now in the wilderness, we've dubbed Wilderness Crossroads. And we're actually just a stone's throw away from what we'll call a major retail establishment that's been proposed in Orange County. That has actually brought the wilderness into national spotlight of late. Now, while that's been going on, the Central Virginia Battlefields Trust was looking at this piece of property, and we decided that, well, if we're going to have a major retail establishment looked at over there, then this important piece of property here needed some attention. So we looked into this. This is actually 93 acres that we purchased. We looked into it and we decided we needed to do something about it. So we went through everything we had to, and as of now we have purchased this property and it is saved for generations to come.
So can you tell us about what happened here at the Crossroads?
Well, the Crossroads is a pretty interesting area. The Confederates in 1863 established a field hospital just off to our right by the Wilderness Tavern. Most of us know that in 1863, Stonewall Jackson, he was wounded by friendly fire. And he was brought back here by litter to the hospital where Dr. Hunter McGuire took care of him. His arm was so badly damaged that they decided that they had to amputate it. Well, his chaplain was Beverly Tucker Lacey. Beverly Tucker Lacey's brother actually lived behind us here at Elwood, or was better known there as Lacey House back then. And the chaplain had taken his arm, wrapped it in a cloth, and had walked it all the way back to his brother's house and actually buried it in the family cemetery. The stone there today, which is actually the only stone in the cemetery, is showing right where the general's arm is, and you can visit it today.
Tom, that is fascinating. But what can you tell us that happened right here in the 1864 Wilderness Battle?
Well, Bill, this parcel that we purchased right here was basically a staging area for the Federal Army. In fact, there's a period sketch done by Edwin Forbes that shows this area filled with wagons and troops and the battle smoke. Also, one of the most historic roads that runs through this property now, which is now saved, is the original Orange Turnpike, which is off to our left. Now, that Orange Turnpike came in here and intersected with the road behind us, which is actually the original plank road. Now, this plank road feeds always way out to the intersection with the Orange Plank Road. Now, that was really the basis where most of the worst fighting was done, where the woods caught on fire, where Vermont soldiers lost their lives. And arguably it is where the actual Civil War may have turned, because that's where General Grant had made the decision that we're going to move on and continue fighting. Where most of the generals before him had really, at that time, said, no, we're done, and go back across the river. So, as you can see, this area here was active. It has some very historic roads, and it was well worth saving.
That important scene of Grant turning south instead of back to Fredericksburg was the signal. The battle will continue.
That was the changing of the Civil War. That was a total change in the way the war was going to be fought from that point on.
93 acres of property. That had to be expensive.
Bill, you're absolutely right about that. We paid over $930,000 to get this parcel. But in any way you look at it, it was absolutely worth every single penny of it.
Wow, that's a lot of money. Tom, how can people help CVBT pay this mortgage and be a part of saving this, how you describe it, dirt and grass?
Dirt and grass. I love to hear people say that, because that's what we've been doing, saving dirt and grass. The foundation of the Central Virginia Battlefields Trust has always been its loyal members and our donors. Mm-hmm. The first thing I would say to anybody who wants to help this organization out and preserve these endangered battlefields would be, go to our website, take a look at what we do, join up, become a member. The money from the membership is core to what we do. Donations are core to what we do, and I would really invite you to come along and be part of history and join the CVBT.
Thanks, Tom, for letting us know about Central Virginia Battlefields Trust's latest success and the need to continue to preserve this land. I'm aware that Central Virginia Battlefields Trust has been in existence for over 12, 13 years, and they've acquired nearly 900 acres of land for preservation.
That's absolutely correct, Bill. And don't be a stranger. You'll be hearing from us soon, because our mission is certainly not done here, and especially here in the wilderness, so stay tuned.
History.